Hi students, I'm Sonia from Vidya Guru, starting a new session on current affairs. This session is for the month of July 2021. This is going to be the second part for the month of July. If you are not comfortable with the language, as you can see that I'm going to deliver this lecture in English medium only. If you are not comfortable, you can switch to the Hindi session. That is also recorded, that is also there in the playlist. We record almost all the sessions in complete English medium and in Hindi medium also. English medium sessions are recorded primarily for our students from South India, like students from Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, or students from Northeast India. Those who are not able to understand Hindi well, we record a separate session for them so that language should not be the barrier in learning. I'll start this session, but I wish to tell you something else, that this session is going to have multiple questions, like questions on Wimbledon, questions on Archery World Cup, questions on football cups. But the most important thing that I'm going to actually teach you today, that is going to be cabinet reshuffle. You may have heard the names of the ministers and their associated ministries, but there are too many actually. You need to learn only the important ones. So I'll actually start with this session. I have put in a lot of effort. I expect a like from you, and I'm sure that you're going to do it. Share the video with your friends, and please subscribe to Vidya Guru's YouTube channel if you have not till now. Do press the bell icon as well, because by pressing the bell icon you'll receive notifications from our channel. Whenever we upload a new video, you'll actually get to know about it. I'll start the session from here on. Wimbledon 2021. I'll start with Wimbledon and I'll start with men's singles. Men's singles title was lifted by Novak Djokovic. See, the nationality of the player is important too. When we are actually talking about singles, then learn the one who got defeated. That means the runner-up candidate too. The name of that candidate who was actually defeated by Novak Djokovic, his name was Matteo Berrettini. Matteo Berrettini is the name of the fellow who got defeated by Novak, and he is from Italy. Learn it like that. Matteo from Italy, Novak from Serbia. Who won? Novak won. Women's singles, Ashley Barty. You have heard her name, a lot many times from me also. Ashley Barty lifted the title of women's singles by defeating Karolina Pliskova. Karolina is from Czech Republic. So Czech, Carolina, Ashley Barty from Australia. Learn the nationality of the players too, because most of the times what students do, they actually learn the names of the winners only. You have to learn the names of the runner-ups in the case of at least singles. Men's doubles. So men's doubles will have two males. So Nikola Mektic and Mate Pavic. Nikola and Mate lifted the title of men's doubles. Two males playing against two males. I'm saying Nikola and Mate won the title of men's doubles. The names are actually difficult to keep in your brains. I know that. You have to prepare notes, you have to make notes, at least write their names 4 to 5 times so that the winners of Wimbledon will be there in your mind forever. Write them down for sure. Women's doubles, that means two females are going to win it. The name of the two women are Se Su Wei, that's the name of one candidate, and the other player was Elise Mertens. Elise Mertens and Se Su Wei, these are the two women who actually lifted the title of women's doubles. So Se Su Wei, Elise, women's doubles, Nikola and Mate, men's doubles. Mixed doubles, that means one male and the other female. One male, one female will take part in it. So mixed doubles, Neil Skupski, male, Desiree Krozik, female. They actually lifted the title of mixed doubles. The important thing here is that boys singles, that was won by boys singles, not men's singles, referring to Wimbledon only. Boys singles won by Sameer Banerjee. He is a USA player, but he has the Indian origin. That is why his name, even by reading his name, you could understand that Sameer Banerjee has something to do with India. So Indian origin, Sameer Banerjee, he is from USA though. He lifted the title of boys singles. Let's move ahead. Now we'll move to Copa America. Copa America is basically the South American Football Championship. Copa America 2021 is basically a football championship, South American Football Championship I'm talking about. The winner here was Argentina. Argentina. Name of the runner-up is equally important. If I am emphasizing one point, you have to write down the name of the runner-up also. Don't always focus on the names of winners only. Focus on the names of runner-ups too. The runner-up, that means Argentina defeated Brazil and lifted the championship, Copa America. Golden Boot was actually given to Lionel Messi. I'm talking about, he's from Argentina only. Lionel Messi, Argentina player, winner Argentina, and I told you it is basically a South American Football Championship. When we talk about UEFA Euro, as this has Euro, UEFA Euro has Euro, that means it is basically a European Football Championship. 2020, don't read the year here. If you wish to keep it like that only. The earlier one, Copa America, was 2021. Due to the problems we all faced, there were many championships which got cancelled. You even know that. So this time, the one which took place recently was basically UEFA Euro 2020 only. So no problem. This was not 2021. This was 2020 only. The winner team was Italy, Euro 2020. Winner team was Italy, and England remained the runner-up. That means Italy won the title, Italy won the game, Italy won the match by defeating England. Golden Boot was given to Cristiano Ronaldo. He is from Portugal. His nationality is also important. We all know that. And the names of Ronaldo and Messi, we have heard their names many times actually. So learn their names. Let's move ahead. Now, if I start talking about cabinet, so I'll start from here on. Super important information. The questions are going to be there in your exam for sure, as IBPS clerk has come up. We all know that IBPS clerk is out, the bank clerk exam is out, IBPS PO is going to be there soon. That's what we expect. So the your preparation has to be very serious. You have to be serious, keeping the preparation of IBPS, as candidates are going to be many with whom you will be competing. So start beforehand, start in time, so that you can crack the exam too, for sure. So watch the session, complete session. New ministry, you can even understand if there's any new ministry launched by the government of India, how important this question is for you. So new ministry is Ministry of Cooperation, which is going to be headed by Amit Shah only. Why this ministry came into existence? I'll actually talk about the reason. To strengthen cooperative sector, this Ministry of Cooperation came into existence. To strengthen cooperative sector. Who's handling it? Amit Shah himself. Vision. The vision for it is Sehkar se Samriddhi. If you don't understand Hindi at all, I'll explain it for you. Samriddhi in Hindi means progress, prosperity. So prosperity is Samriddhi. Sehkar means cooperation. So the vision they have in their mind is Sehkar se Samriddhi, or you can actually call it prosperity from cooperation or prosperity by cooperation. Ministers Amit Shah have already told you. See, if you have heard these things already, the most important part here, which cannot be skipped at all, that's the lowest point. Read that point carefully, what it has for you. Government of India allocation of business rules 1961 are made by President under Article 77. If you bring a new ministry, or if you're going to remove a ministry from its working, then you are going to make some sort of amendment in the Constitution of India. Which article deals with it? The article is 77. That's what I've mentioned here. Who does that? The President of India, with the consent of Prime Minister of India, they themselves decide actually Government of India allocation of business. That means I'm trying to say which ministry is going to come up, which ministry is going to be there. So such sort of allocation of business. So Government of India rules 1961 are made by President of India. Such a question can be asked to who does that? Who does this job? So President of India does this job under Article 77 of Constitution of India. Let's move ahead. Now Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. That means I am going to talk about the ministers who have actually taken place. Ministry Health and Family Welfare, the first one. The second one, Chemicals and Fertilizers. They are actually being allotted to Mansukh Mandavia. That means he is going to be the union minister for these ministries. When I repeat the names of the ministry, when I repeat the names of the ministers associated, please understand my sole concern is you can learn these questions. They are difficult. I understand that relating one name with the other becomes difficult too. I am trying my level best. My explanation, the reason is that you can learn these questions easily. So please be focused and try to repeat these names with me only, so that these names can be there in your mind forever. Health and Family Welfare Ministry, Chemicals and Fertilizers, given to Mansukh Mandavia. Ministry of Railways, Communication, Electronics and IT. 3 ministries. One is Railways. The second one is Communication. The third one is Electronics and IT. These ministries are actually going to be handled by Ashwini Vaishnav. Ashwini Vaishnav. So these are the people actually. Let's move ahead with new ministers. Ministry of Civil Aviation. So Minister of Civil Aviation, Jyotiraditya Scindia. I know that you are aware of this fellow. He got a new ministry. He has become the union minister now. So Ministry of Civil Aviation has been given to Jyotiraditya Scindia. Ministry of Law and Justice. Law and Justice was given to Kiran Rijiju. See what Kiran Rijiju was handling earlier, what other ministers were handling earlier. If you learn it like that, believe me, you will not be able to keep one single question in your mind. The concern is not that you are able to relate one ministry with the minister. You have to learn the right ministry. You have to associate the right ministry with the right minister. So don't learn what they were handling earlier. Kiran Rijiju is handling law and justice. Law and justice, you have to learn it just that. Ministry of Education. First, skill development and entrepreneurship. 2. Second, the third one, Dharmendra Pradhan is actually handling. Don't consider them 3. That's what I was willing to tell you. Ministry of Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Ministry, they are going to be handled by Dharmendra Pradhan. And the next ministry is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. 2 ministries are there again. One is Information and Broadcasting, the other one is Youth Affairs and Sports. Anurag Singh Thakur is going to be the union minister to handle these 2. Information and Broadcasting, Youth Affairs and Sports. Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Housing and Urban Affairs. 2 ministries, Housing and Urban Affairs and Petroleum and Natural Gas, will be handled by Hardeep Singh Puri. Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry will be handled by Virendra Kumar. The next question is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. As you guys can make out that the questions are many, I've selected a few which are actually significant, very, very significant. So Ministry of Commerce and Industry and Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Learn it like that. Commerce and Industry, one ministry. The second one is Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. You can actually call it Food Ministry or Consumer Affairs Ministry because rest of the things are associated and you can relate them. These 2 ministries are going to be handled by Piyush Goyal, and you need to add Ministry of Textiles also. Piyush Goyal, he was already handling ministries. Why I'm adding his name here? Because Ministry of Textiles got added to his profile again. So he's handling 3 ministries in total now. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. I hope you cannot learn the name of this ministry even. So learn it like that, call it Environment Ministry, call it Labour Ministry. So Labour and Employment will be handled by Bhupendra Yadav. Environment and Labour Ministry, Environment and Labour Ministry, these two ministries will be handled by Bhupendra Yadav. Let's move ahead. Now Ministry of Culture is there, Ministry of Tourism is there, Ministry of Development of Northeastern region is there too. That means three ministries are there. Northeastern region will be developed by one ministry, that is the name of the ministry. Ministry of Culture is there, Ministry of Tourism is there, they are going to be handled by G. Kishan Reddy. G. Kishan Reddy will be handling culture, tourism and Northeastern region, Ministry 2. Ministry of State Independent Charge, the one who is the Minister of State Independent Charge, that person, that minister does not have any union minister above him. He is the whole and soul of that ministry, he is going to handle that ministry independently. That means there is nobody above, he has to report to. Science and Technology Ministry and Earth Sciences. Science and Technology Ministry and Earth Sciences, these are the ministries going to be handled by this Minister of State, Dr. Jitendra Singh. Ministry of MSME, super important. Ministry of MSME is going to be handled by the Minister Narayan Rane. So Narayan Rane, MSME Minister. Let's move ahead. Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. If you call it Ports Ministry, I am okay with that. That's how you can relate it with Sarbananda Sonowal. Sarbananda Sonowal is the name of the fellow who is going to be the Minister of Ports, Waterways, Ports, Shipping and Waterways Ministry. Along with that, he is going to be the Ministry of Ayush too. So Ministry of Ayush and Ports Ministry will be handled by Sarbananda Sonowal. Ministry of Steel was given to Ramchandra Prasad Singh. Ministry of Steel, Ramchandra Prasad Singh. Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry or Dairying. So Dairy Ministry, Fishery Ministry, whatever you may call it, keep one thing in your mind. I think that you will be able to relate other things with the name of the ministry then. So Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry or Dairying, it was given to Parshottam Rupala. Parshottam Rupala, that's the name of the minister who is going to handle this ministry. Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Ministry of Food Processing Industries was given to Pashupati Kumar Paras. Pashupati Kumar Paras. Let's move ahead. Now, a question in between. The question is official theme song of Indian Olympic team. There are many students who watch our sessions regularly. They must be thinking, I've taught this question in the last video as well. If you have not watched it, you cannot skip any video. Please understand that you have to learn whatever I'm teaching you. I spend ample time to collect these many questions. If you spend around half an hour, 35-40 minutes with me, you'll be able to collect at least 60-70 important points. In this video, you'll be collecting even these many. So I am saying why I'm actually going to teach you this question again. Even our students who are actually starting from us, they had this doubt. So I'm clearing it here. They had the doubt that Tu Thaan Le that you've taught, but the song is Lakshya Tere Samne Hai. I taught you the right answer. We try to check questions before delivering. Many times we actually cross check them so that whatever you will be learning from us, that question has to be checked properly. The veracity is checked thoroughly. I'm saying official theme of the Indian Olympic team, somewhere it is written as Lakshya Tere Samne Hai, somewhere it is written as Tu Thaan Le. Although this is the same song, you can even watch that song. That's how you will be able to get these words in that song. If you actually listen to the song, you will be able to relate with these 2 points only. So whatever option is there in your exam, you have to mark it. Tu Thaan Le is the same song as Lakshya Tere Samne Hai. When you move ahead in the song only, you will listen to these lyrics too. Composer and singer, I taught you in the last class also, that is Mohit Chauhan. Let's move ahead. India's newest tiger reserve. You can even see that if such a thing happens, new ministry comes up, if there's anything called newest tiger reserve, such a question is super important for you guys, which is going to be there in your exam for sure. Ramgarh Vishdhari Sanctuary. Ramgarh Vishdhari Sanctuary is in Rajasthan. Ramgarh Vishdhari Sanctuary is in Rajasthan. This is actually India's newest tiger sanctuary. It is India's 52nd tiger reserve. It is India's 52nd tiger reserve. Learn the name, keep that name in your mind, as even this question is super important. Let's move ahead. AFC, Asian Football Confederation, but it is nowhere written like Asian Football Confederation. It is called AFC Women's Asian Cup only. That is why I've mentioned it like that. AFC Women's Asian Cup Football 2022 to be held in Mumbai and Pune. That is why the game which is going to take place in 2022 is super important. I'm going to repeat that. I'm saying AFC Women's Asian Cup football as it is associated with football, and I told you F in AFC is football only. So AFC Women's Asian Cup 2022 will take place in India, Mumbai and Pune. Let's move ahead. A few important days on your screen now. World Population Day is observed on 11 July. The theme which was kept for this year's World Population Day, that's rights and choices are the answer. Rights and choices are the answer. World Malala Day is observed on 12th July. Nelson Mandela Day, International Nelson Mandela Day is observed on 18th July. Let's move ahead. India's second largest cricket stadium to be built in Jaipur. Please understand that we have actually heard largest every time. This is going to be the third largest in the world. The stadium which is going to be India's second largest, which will be built in Jaipur, I am saying it is going to be world's third largest. So it is that important. Learn it. Let's move ahead. Indian Army Memorial inaugurated in Cassino, Italy. If it is Indian Army Memorial, it should be inaugurated in India only. Why in Cassino, Italy? So I'll give you the reason by reading the lowest point. Read it carefully. It says that thousands of soldiers fought in the Battle of Monte Cassino during World War II to save Italy from fascist forces. Fascist forces were there in Italy. Indian soldiers fought for Italy in the Battle of Cassino, and the Battle of Cassino took place during World War II's time, World War II's time, and because of that reason, in Cassino, Italy, to commemorate that actually event, Indian Army Memorial got inaugurated there in Cassino, Italy. You even understand this question is going to be there in your exam for sure. Super significant question. Please don't forget anything in this page. Don't leave anything. I am saying that it was inaugurated by whom? Our Army Chief, Chief of Army Staff. His name is General Manoj Mukund Naravane. General Manoj Mukund Naravane is the person who inaugurated this Indian Army Memorial in Cassino, Italy, and he is basically the Chief of Army Staff. Let's move ahead. Nipun Bharat program launched. Nipun Bharat program launched under Samagra Shiksha scheme. So there is Samagra Shiksha, that means they are providing Shiksha to children, they are providing education to children, that's what they are trying to do. So Nipun Bharat program launched under Samagra Shiksha scheme by Ministry of Education. See, when they talk about the whole concept, it is actually, if there is any scheme, if there is any program, it is launched by somebody, launched by some organization. So it was launched by Ministry of Education. It is about education, Samagra Shiksha. So Shiksha is being provided here, education is being provided here. So to help children attain what? Attain literacy. What sort of literacy? Foundational literacy only. Nipun has the full form. I've mentioned that Nipun also. When I talk about Government of India, if Government of India has done something new, that's surely going to be there in your exam. So the full form of Nipun is important too. Nipun stands for National Initiative. NI, National Initiative. For what? For proficiency. P, Nipun, P, proficiency. Proficiency in reading with understanding. So National Initiative, it is obviously the National Initiative For what? For proficiency. Proficiency in what? Proficiency in reading. Reading with what? You have to understand what you are reading. So U stands for understanding and numeracy. So that's the full form of Nipun. Learn it for sure, and let's move ahead. Archery World Cup. You can even understand such sort of World Cup, such sort of matches are important too, where India won too many goals. This actually happened in this Archery World Cup. The venue of this Archery World Cup was Paris. Archery World Cup took place in Paris. These are the names of the winners actually, those who lifted gold. Deepika Kumari won women's individual. She won gold in women's individual. Deepika Kumari, when you read the lower point, I've mentioned, Deepika Kumari and Atanu Das earlier as well, that they are husband wives. So mixed team, they played under mixed team and they actually won gold there as well. Both Deepika Kumari, Atanu Das, they played as mixed team and they got gold in that category also. This Deepika Kumari played again in women's team too and got gold there as well. So women's team, Komalika Bari and Ankita Bhagat and Deepika Kumari, they got in a gold in women's team category also. Abhishek Verma even lifted men's individual, lifted gold in this category, men's individual. So you must be thinking what sort of men's individual I'm referring to. Men's individual is a different, kind here I'm, talking about, that is compound. Men's individual compound. Compound means some sort of mixture has to be there, some sort of addition has to be there. So multiple livers are there. So multiple livers are there in that compound. Men's individual compound. Compound means multiple livers are there in this sort of archery. So Abhishek Verma, men's individual compound, he has lifted title in this category, as in he has lifted gold in this category. Let's move ahead. Department of Public Enterprises shifted to Ministry of Finance. Read it with me and please tell me just by reading, can you understand? Economic Affairs, Revenue, Expenditure, Investment, Public Asset Management, Finance Services, Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises to now be called Ministry of Heavy Industries. All these points are actually related with one another. I'm going to explain them, but I wish to tell you, just by reading, by mere reading, nobody can understand, these things just like that. So I have to explain it. Be patient and learn it. Earlier, the name of the ministry was Ministry of Heavy Industries and it has public enterprises also. That means the name of the ministry was Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, which is going to be from now on, which is going to be Ministry of Heavy Industries only. You must be thinking where this public enterprises is going. So I'm going to explain that. Public enterprises will be the part of Ministry of Finance from now. Although this Ministry of Finance has a lot many, responsibilities already, which I've mentioned here, but public enterprises, this Department of Public Enterprises will be added in Ministry of Finance. If some addition is there in any ministry, I hope you can understand the question is important. I, like other teachers, like every other teacher, I emphasize, one question, the reason. I really don't want that any student who's watching the video, should leave such a question. So I'm just emphasizing it. Please learn it. Ministry of Heavy Industries is there. Public Enterprises, that has been removed. This department has been given to Ministry of Finance now. Ministry of Finance is handled by Nirmala Sitharaman. This Nirmala Sitharaman has been given the charge of public enterprises now because government has disinvestment in their mind. Government has disinvestment in, its mind basically. Government is planning to sell its share in public enterprises. That is why they are shifting public enterprises department from Ministry of Heavy Industries to Ministry of Finance now. Now, what Ministry of Finance is handling? Ministry of Finance was handling earlier Economic Affairs, Revenue, Expenditure. The third one is DIPAM, that means Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, and Financial Services. So these were the things they were handled by Finance Ministry. Now one more addition, that is Public Enterprises has also been given to Ministry of Finance now. Let's move ahead. India's rank in global security, global cyber security index. When you read such an index or any index, I even tell you every time, if you are a student preparing for any exam, if there is any index you come across with, you have to learn at least 3 things, or even the 3 things are sufficient. First rank was obtained by some nation. What is the rank of India, and who prepares or publishes that index? So these 3 questions are there on your screen. You need not learn anything else in any index. First is India's rank, 10th in what? Global Cyber Security Index. The first rank was of USA. First rank USA, 10th India, and it is published by International Telecommunication Union, ITU, International Telecommunication Union. Let's move ahead. India joins OECD G20. I'm going to wrap up here. This is going to be the last question, so be super focused again. India joins. It is the last question. I expect you to learn this question well, because this is not at all less significant. India joins something. What India is joining? OECD is basically a group. G20 is basically a group. These are the groups of nations. Basically, these groups have multiple nations. OECD, let me tell you the full form of it. It is Organization for Economic Cooperation. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. That is OECD. So these are the names of. There are many nations actually in these two groups. So when you talk about OECD and G20, they have prepared a framework, inclusive framework. What is this framework for? This framework is for tax deal. What sort of tax deal they are going to deal with here? So I'm saying they are going to, they have prepared this framework for tax deal for global minimum corporate tax. Please understand that. Global minimum corporate tax of 15%. India has joined this framework because, let me tell you the reason. Google is there, Facebook is there, such sort of companies are there. They are not earning at their base place, in their base countries. They are earning elsewhere also. Multiple nations are there where they are earning, but they are actually paying the tax in their home nations only. So they will be charged globally now. They have to be charged, because they are earning in multiple nations. So I'm saying all the nations which are actually the part of this framework will be charging 15% from these companies in their nations. So India has become the part of this OECD and G20 inclusive framework tax deal for global minimum corporate tax of 15%. It is the OECD G20 inclusive framework on base erosion and profit shifting. I hope you could understand. They are removing their base. If the company belongs to USA, and if the company is earning in Singapore or maybe Switzerland or maybe New Zealand, they are rather shifting their base, removing their base. They are earning at multiple locations. Profit shifting is also there. So they have to pay tax at the same nation where they are earning money. 130 countries are the part of it. So here I'm going to wrap up. I hope you have understood everything. If you are preparing for any government job exam like IBPS clerk is out, watch all our sessions carefully, and thanks for watching.